Hello, welcome back. Today we have a lovely Shining Fates ETB to get into, and a very special something to show you at the end of the video. But before all that, let's just have a quick talk about how everything seems to be heading back to a state of relative normality in terms of Pokémon. Prices appear to be coming down. It all started with Battle Styles just being not a big chase set, and then with everyone's bad pull rates in Chilling Reign, that combined with all the reprints like Hidden and Shining Fates, slowly but surely, it would seem at first glance that the prices are finally starting to drop. Okay. So the main thing that I saw in regards to the prices dropping was on the 4th of July, so yeah, just under a week ago. I do really like these little booklets. Sorry. So yeah, 4th of July, there was a complete first edition base set sold on eBay. I'll pop some pictures up. For £16,000, which to me is just crazy. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of money, but for a complete first edition base set, we've seen Charizards, just the Charizards, for that sort of price. You know, I think the first, all the 3 starter evolutions, Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard, they were all PSA graded. So it's not like they were all just completely loose. Oh, they're not as good as the Zamazenta tokens. I mean, yeah, these could be just like one-offs. My theory is that where prices have started to drop, then people who wanted to buy this first edition base set, they have that in the back of their mind where it's like, oh well, I've seen that prices are coming down, so I don't know if I want to commit as much money as I would have done. Which then potentially pushes them to bid even less. So it's just creating more of a staggering crash. Which, is good. Ultimately, it's good for the community, it's good for us. But there's a problem with all these little benefits. Okay, let me just lay all these out. I like to go by pack art. I'd usually start with the one that I have the most of. So these ones I have 3, these ones I have 2. Okay, so yeah, so naturally, be it a lot of scalpers or just anyone in general who's been building up stock, they want to get rid of it now. And I've personally seen quite a few more listings on Facebook of people trying to empty the stock that they have, which again can be good for collectors. The only downside to it being good for everyone that prices are coming down is that it's also good for scammers, which is what happened today and is the little story that I'm going to tell you in a moment. Let's see what we have. Cramorant, Rusted Shield, Grookey, Spinarak, Shinx, Horsey, Yanma, ooh, Dracopult. Very, very nice. And I do have my sleeves. So, scammers. Scamming in Pokemon. I mean, it's always been a thing, but it seems to be happening, or it's a little bit more accessible now, because of the state of the market, so to speak. So, one of the members of the Poketorio Discord kindly shared with us a a listing to a Facebook page that had a complete, in a binder, God, I'm really struggling with these today, a complete unlimited base set, all 102 cards, for £90. At the minute the listing is gone, because I believe we all ended up reporting it, but I did manage to grab a few screenshots, which I will be putting up somewhere. Now the first thing you notice is, you know, a lot of people when selling Pokemon cards will have a timestamp with their name, which is good, you know, just, ooh, gotta pause that story. Hey, onto a good streak. Wow, I love that like circular ripple effect. That is sick. That's my third amazing rare. Very good. God, it's always hard to tell a story when something good happens. So yeah, using timestamps. They're a good way of, you know, proving that you own the thing that you're claiming to sell. Problem is that this doesn't have a date, just a name on it. Which you might think that's fair enough. You don't, at least this person potentially owns them still. The only thing is this doesn't look like it was done with a pen. To me, at least, it looks very obvious that it was done with Microsoft Paint. So that was the first red flag. Second red flag is his profile picture. You know, there's just something off about it. Chuck it into a reverse Google image search, and you get these. You know, it's... Oh! We're on a roll. 2 amazing rares, one after another. God damn. And because I believe I pulled a Kyogre in one of the last videos, that's going to have to go into a giveaway pile, which I will be showing off later. Oh, I've got too many bits on my desk. So, we can see that the profile pictures are clearly fake, and the timestamp on the folders were fake. So, just playing along, I asked him to have some close-up pictures of the Nidoking, because for those who don't know, I'm a big fan of Nidoking. And if you look at the zoom in of the Nidoking in the binder, you can see the top right corner's got a bit of a scuff on it. I think there's a crease running straight through the middle. Oh, can't really see these. So yeah, I asked for a close-up of it, and this is what he sent me. Not bad, wheezing. So obviously that's not the card that's in the folder. It would seem that he has just grabbed an image off of Google. Third red flag. So, again, just in the spirit of going along with it, I asked, brilliant, yeah, can we pay? I think no more than 4 times throughout messaging him, he insisted, oh, when you come to pay, make sure that you do it with friends and family on PayPal. You should never do this unless it is friends and family. That's what it's there for. I mean, yes, if it's, you know, you're part of a Pokemon Facebook page and people are all familiar with each other, there's a small community going, yeah, there's a bit more trust in that. But still, you shouldn't do it just because A, you've got no guarantee of receiving the item, and B, you have 0 protection if they don't. I mean, what you can do if you're desperate to have what they claim to be selling, and they insist on friends and family, offer them a little bit more money so that they still receive the same amount by paying them normally on PayPal, if that makes sense. Because at least that way you're still protected if anything does go wrong. So we all knew that this was a scam, but we wanted to just mess about a little bit more. When he sent me a link to pay on PayPal, Ooh. Do not have you. I sent him a message saying that I was getting an error while trying to pay. I'll put a picture of the message I sent. That link that I sent him, claiming that it was an error, was actually a Grabify link. And for those who don't know, that's just a link that will basically pull whoever clicks on it all of their IP information. And it turns out that this guy who was selling the complete base set was from Romania, but had his listings in the UK. So it's a bit of a tricky one, how he thought that he was going to do all of that. So long story short, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. That's always a great thing to live by. Problem is that with the prices slowly dipping, with all things Pokemon, is a lot of stuff that we see now will start to look too good to be true. So, just be safe, ask the right questions, never send friends and family unless you already know them, or it's from, a reputable account. It was lucky that we found him. Just so that, we stopped him and got it shut down before he could potentially... Oh, boss's orders, come on. Potentially try it on someone else. Another thing to look out for, this isn't anything new or that's potentially going to spike, or it could do, with the price drop, is fake graded cards. Now, the more common ones are obviously PSA, especially with their older labels where they didn't have any holographics on the front. It'd be quite easy just to get any old printer and print out a copy of those labels. And also now, everyone and their nan can buy PSA style slabs from China. The one thing to really try and look at... Oh, wrong way. Is at the very bottom right of every PSA slab. There will be, if I have one to hand... Here we go. Let's see if I can focus on this. There will be a very fine PSA embossing right there. That's the way that you know that it's come from PSA. That's been there even with their old labels. But if you're still uncertain, or there aren't enough pictures, if you're not that well versed in it, I don't want to sound nasty, maybe just go with another, if you're buying second-hand slabs, that is. CGC and Beckett have got extremely unique slabs that aren't going to be copied anytime soon. Ooh. I think we got all the good cards at the very beginning. So yeah, that is actually a pretty decent segue into the small announcement or little special something to show you in regards to different slabs. We finally, well, it hasn't arrived, but we have pictures of our prototype CNC slab design, and we're super excited. The picture's up on the screen at the moment. We are, I think, shrinking the PCG logo just to about 20mm, because at the minute it's 30 and it just seems to take up a bit too much space. But that's what it's potentially going to look like. It should be here in a couple of days. We just need to test out the welds, make sure they fit, make sure that the cards fit snug, they're not too tight and not too loose. But then it's on to mass production, which we are super excited about. The feedback so far on them has been wicked. It's a very nice Eevee. And another boss's orders. Okay, 2 packs. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm not a fan of the whole... everyone's allowed to have a favourite Pokemon. I'm not a fan of Charizard being a favourite Pokemon. I feel like it's... That's the reason why Charizards cost so much, is because people decide that it's going to cost so much, Okay, so it's last 2 packs. What can we get? No. Okay. Last pack. It's all or nothing. Did I pull out the Eevee promo? I don't think I did. I'll have to have a look for that in a minute. Nope. Okay. This is it. We want something big. I mean, yes, we have had 2 amazing rares, but I've already got one of them. Grookey, Buizel. Ooh, Arrokuda. That's not bad. I'm happy with that. And Indeedee. Both cards I don't have. Okie dokie. Let's have a quick look for that Eevee card. That's the pack of energies. You know, I don't think I had it. I'll have to rewind the video. But I don't think I had the Eevee card in there. Unless I'm being really silly. I had the sleeves. I had the dividers. Oh no. Anyway. So just quickly to sign off with, where I mentioned that this is going to go in the giveaway pile. Mr. Grim Grading on Facebook, on the Poketorio Discord again, has donated some cards for the giveaway. We're planning a live stream, not necessarily on launch day, but once we've had a small, soft launch, and you know we're quite comfortable moving on from there. We have 2 McDonald's booster packs. We have a non-holo Fossil Zapdos. We have a holo Kangaskhan. And a Japanese Fossil Holo Hypno. All of them were given by Mr. Grim Grading. And I now have a spare holo base set Nidoking, which we're going to put into the pile as well. And this hopefully is just going to grow in the coming weeks, so that we have lots and lots to give away. There is a very special Neo Genesis promo folder, the Japanese ones, that we are going to be ripping open. We've got a sealed one hidden away upstairs that we will be ripping into and giving away on that stream. So stick around to find out more about all those bits and bobs. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.